Hello, David.
Hello, prop the mic.
We're here.
You know, many people would be running away after a night like last night, but we're back for more.
No, we're gluttons for punishment.
Yeah, but you know what? If it's not working, you got to change something up.
Yeah, and that's what we did.
I equate us to Jeremy Sochin. Am I saying his name right?
Yeah.
You know how
I bleached my hair blonde like in high school? I did in high school.
That would be great. He was shooting 60% from the free throw line, and then they changed his shot. So now, if you ever watch him, he just shoots his free throws with one hand.
Oh, I haven't seen that.
Shooting 80% now.
Wow.
All right, so that's us. We're moving from a 40-minute format down to 10. Yep. I've already used up 2, so we got 8 left to go.
Let's do it. Let's do it.
So what do we got? 6 games tonight.
Yep.
Not a lot, but some quality ones. Let's hit the Knicks at the Celtics.
Yes, let's go. Let's go.
Who do you like in this one? Anybody's popping for you?
Yeah, I like a couple matchups. Forwards against the Knicks are the way to go. So I love Jason Tatum. I think I want to take him. I have a few options. I like him with the points, 30.5 points. It's minus 120. He's done his last 7 to 10. I also like his rebounds, 7.5 rebounds, minus 130. Yeah. He's done that in 8 of 10. I also looked at his threes because you get plus money on it. The line's 3.5 though. I just think it's a great matchup. Boston takes almost the most threes in the league, and especially over the last month, New York's been allowing the most threes.
I think he had 6 against the Knicks last time.
He did have 6 against the Knicks in November 5th.
I was looking at the threes. I like that. I looked at his rebounds as well. The only thing that concerns me is they're starting both Williams and Horford.
Ooh, tricky.
And I also liked his PR line. Sorry,
I looked at the PR
RA line. Yeah. But yeah, he's the guy, I think, in this game, right?
I think so too. The one other, because of this 3 matchup, I looked at Brogdon has been crushing his threes. Yes. It's only 1.5, but it's minus 170 though. But he's done it in 8 of 10, and that hit rate is juicy. He just it's looking good. So I like that as well. I see you're on it too.
Yeah, I liked Brogdon as well. I liked his point line, which I think was 14.5.
I think so. Yeah,
something like that. He's been getting close. He doesn't get huge minutes.
Well, with Smart not playing.
Smart not playing, he's getting more, and Brown coming in and out, he's been getting more. But he's very consistent, regardless of playing time. He seems to put up about 12 to 17 points. So, okay. Anybody else in this one?
Yeah, I just Julius Randle's rebounds are like too enticing to pass up here. 11.5 rebounds is minus 135, but he's done it in 8 of 10. And listen to his numbers in those last 10 games of rebounds: 13, 19, 15, 15, 15, 16, 16, 16. The dude is just crushing it. And in a pretty good matchup for forwards and bigs versus Boston. So
with no Mitch,
and no Mitch. Yeah, exactly.
Yeah. Okay, I like that. I didn't have any official plays on this one, but Tatum was the one who was popping out the most for me.
Sure.
I'm in support of that. All right. Let's move on to the next game. We're pacing nicely. We got the Pistons up against the Nets. Nets coming off of a fun game against the Sixers last night.
Yeah, Pistons, a little wary of the back-to-back with the Nets here.
Yeah, especially how thin they are.
Yeah.
But anybody popping out for you here?
Yeah, Bigs versus Detroit is a primo matchup.
Oh, boy.
And Nick Claxton has just been crushing lately. The guy's really found out a way to operate without Kevin Durant in there. If you look at his chart of points, it's like a straight 45-degree line. Just like the dude's just been putting up, incremental more points each game. It's 7.5. His last 4 games, 17.5 points, and it's plus 100. His last 4 games, 25, 24, 20, 20.
Wow.
That's all games, since Durant's been out. And Durant's coming back soon, so I feel like he's going to be motivated to continue this. And I have a sneaking suspicion that possibly Kyrie doesn't play tonight.
I'm not sure that helps Claxton or hurts.
Yeah, that's true. More usage, though, against a garbage Detroit team. I also like his blocks, 2.5 blocks. It sounds like a lot. It's minus 160, but he's done it in 9 of 10 games. Yeah,
he's kind of like the modern day version of Bam, right? He's turning into like a little mini Bam. I like him.
Yeah, I want to just point out one thing I heard. Bam, the Heat are getting hot right now, right? Bam Adebayo's odds for Defensive Player of the Year is plus 2,200. I think there's such good value there that I heard that the other day. I just wanted to point that out.
Claxton's in the mix too.
He for sure is, yeah.
All right, let's. I got one on the Detroit side. I like Jalen Duren. 11 rebounds, over 10.5 rebounds. He's done this in 4 of his last 5 games. Just call out a few. He had 15 against Milwaukee, which is a good rebounding team in 31 minutes. Listen to this. Against Chicago in that game in Paris, he had 12 rebounds in 18 minutes.
Wow.
This guy's like a little Dennis Rodman reborn. Yeah. And then probably the most compelling against Brooklyn back on December 18th, he had 11. So I think he tired legs. I think he'll go in there and get some boards tonight.
Yeah.
So
I mean, rebounds against Brooklyn is a category that we like to target. It's
and Durant being out, it only helps
for sure.
Okay, cool. Let's move to the next one. We got the Bulls at the Hornets. Anybody standing out? Any positions for you?
Great, 3 great matchups in this. Wings against Chicago all year within the last month. Doesn't matter how you split it. It's a great matchup. And forwards and bigs against the Hornets. So I like 2 plays from this game, both on the Chicago side. Vucevic on the road versus at home. His scoring output is just unbelievably better on the road. His line's 18.5 points. He's done in 8 of 10 on the road compared to 4 of 10, 4 of his last 10 at home. In a great matchup for him, I like Vucevic over 18.5 points. It's minus 120. And then the other one, this is a little sneaky. Pat Williams, 4.5 rebounds. He's done his last what?
Yeah, I was looking at that one.
Yeah. He's done his last 4 or 5 and last 7 of 10. It's minus 138, so a little juicy, but also a this forward matchup versus Chicago. Versus Charlotte is very good. So those are the 2 I liked.
It's funny. I had those same 2 guys, but 2 different plays. Vus, I liked assists actually, 3.5 assists. It's a little juicy, minus 140.
Small parlay.
Could be a parlay coming, but he's done that in 6 straight games. So I like that. And then Pat Williams, I like actually his steal. Minus 131. So I like the odds on that. He's done that in 7 of 10 games. The only reason why I was cautious on that is Charlotte is actually pretty good at handling the ball. They don't have a lot of turnovers, which surprised me given how they lose every game.
Yeah.
So okay. All right. Anything else on this?
Nope. That's it.
Keep it moving. All right. We're moving on to the Cavs at the Rockets. What do you got here? This is a tricky one since
this is
got
tricky.
A 9-point
big blowout
spread.
Potential. Yeah. I laid off this game. I just think it's a little too risky with the blowout and not a lot of prime matchups to target here. So I stayed away.
Yeah. For the most part, I laid off. I couldn't help myself. I saw Darius Garland, 2 steals, is plus 140. So,
this
obviously
is the team to do it.
He might have to do this in 3 quarters. But he's done this in 4 of his last 5 games. The one game that he missed was 5 games ago. He had 1 steal in that game. And Houston is the worst team in the league in terms of giving up steals.
Yeah. Yep.
Averaging 17 turnovers per game, 20 turnovers per game in their last 3. This is a really rough matchup for Houston. So I would go with Garland, 2 steals plus 140
in the first half.
In the first quarter, maybe.
Yeah, there we go.
All right, then we got the 10 p.m. game, TNT. We got the Mavs at the Suns, a little rematch from the playoffs. I think this is actually their second time playing this year. Most of the guys are back on the Suns, so this should be a better game.
Just Booker. Booker's still out.
Booker's still out.
It's getting a little concerning being out for so long now.
All right.
Yeah. Again, 2 teams we usually try to avoid just because defensive matchups are pretty good. You can target combo guards against Dallas over the last month or so. Against Phoenix over the last month or so. Probably has to do with Chris Paul being out and Cam Johnson being out and Devin Booker being out. But I'm going to ride with Spencer Dinwiddie here in this primo matchup for him. His line's 18.5 points. He's done in 5 straight games, last 7 of 10. I think he's done in 6 straight, actually, in 7 of 10. So trending in the right direction. It's minus 135. That's my only play from this game.
Yeah, that's probably coincides with Wood going out. A lot more shots available for him.
Yep.
So,
yep.
Yeah, I like that. That stood out for me. I didn't have any official plays. I really wanted to play Cam Johnson. He's starting, you know, but he still doesn't get huge minutes. So I'm a little cautious. His line is getting up there. But anyway, if I was going to play anybody on the Sun side, I would play Cam.
Yeah, I would caution he's a lot of threes, and Dallas's 3-point defense is pretty good. If you want to target him in one place, it's in the mid range. That's kind of why I went with Dinwiddie as well, because that's where he does a lot of his scoring. So rebounds for Dallas also is a good prop to target. But let's move
maybe
on.
Ayton. Okay.
Yeah.
All right, and then our last game, 10:30, we got Spurs at the Clippers. Also huge blowout potential, right? Minus 13.
Yeah.
Could also see somebody getting rested. But what pop for you here?
You could target any position against the Spurs. They've at one point or another, they're like top 5 at every single position here. And he's especially at the rim. So the 2 guys I like from this game, but there's no lines out for them yet, who fit that. They're both combo guards, which is the number 1 matchup against the Spurs. And they're both guys who do most of their scoring at the rim, which is where you want to target the Spurs, is Reggie Jackson and Terrence Mann. So I'm going to look at those when they come out later. I think those are great places to go in this game. But other than that, I did not have a play from this game just because I'm a little afraid of the blowout, which would lean even more to a Terrence Mann play because he'll get run in the blowout. Yep.
Yeah, I was watching a little bit of I forgot which Clippers game it is, but Terrence Mann looks really good. Super athletic, can shoot, has high confidence. He should, he comes off the bench, right?
He does, yeah.
Yeah. So, but he has starter potential. So
yeah, he in the game the other night against the game against the Lakers? No, I forget. But they were interviewing Paul George after the game, and he gave him like a shout out for how well he played and stuff. So I feel like the team's really he's getting some confidence, and the team's believing in him. So
and who's the other guy? The guy who used to be on the Blazers or the
Norman Powell.
Norman Powell. Yeah, I was looking for his props too because he also seems to be catching fire right now.
Yeah, he's playing really well lately.
Yeah, he's also up for 6th man of the year. I heard so. Yeah, I would look at one of those 2 guys. I think those are the plays in this type of game because it'll probably be over in the third quarter. And always, think about parlaying the Clippers money line with any of their plays.
Yeah, good idea.
I had one play. It was on the Spurs side actually.
Okay.
Podol. Your play 2.5 assists.
All right.
I think this is the 4th time these teams are meeting this year.
Yeah.
And in the prior 3 matchups, he had 3 assists, 4 assists. So his line was over 2.5 assists, minus 105. So
I like it.
I know you like that play at home better than away, but I still think with Zubac guarding him, I think this is a good matchup for him to nail that.
For sure. And I think he's a trading block guy. He's the guy's likely going to be dealt. So I would imagine he's probably wanting to get onto a contender and looking to perform. So I like that. Yeah.
Excellent. All right. Any other closing comments?
No, I like this rapid fire style. This was nice, a nice change. And we needed to do something to get the negative energy of these few days of bad picks out of our way. So.
Yeah, it's just the Vegas rust. The rust is coming off, and we're about to catch fire tonight. All right?
Blame it on Vegas. All right, David. Nice work.
All right, bye.
Talk to you later. Bye.